Good morning. Today we will be discussing about web scraping. So from this image, you can get some idea somehow. So anyway, we will discuss about. Suppose you want some information from a website. Let's say a paragraph on Modi ji. So what do you do? So well, we will search from Google and you will be getting some information from Wikipedia and we'll copy paste that information into our file whenever we want to just know about him. Okay, now let's say like I want to get large amounts of information from a website as quickly as possible, so such as large amounts of data from a website, I so that I can able to train my machine learning algorithm. So in such situation, copying and pasting will not work. So and that's where you need to use web scraping. So unlike the long and mind numbing process of manually getting data, web scraping uses intelligence automation methods to get thousands or even millions of data sets in a smaller amount of time. Okay, so now so as you could see from the definition that web scraping is an automatic method to obtain large amounts of data from websites. So using some set of tools, we are going to extract huge amount of information from the websites. So most of this data is always in unstructured format. So unstructured data in a HTML format, which we convert into unstructured data in a spreadsheet or in a database, so that it can be used in various applications. There are many different ways to perform web scraping to obtain data from websites. So these include using online services, and then particular APIs, or even creating a code for web scraping from scratch. So many large websites, like as you could see from like Google, Twitter, Facebook, Stack Overflow, etc., have APIs. So using that API, we can able to access the data in a structured format. So this is the best option, but we cannot always say that there are all the websites we have as technologically advanced. So whenever we have a very good website, then in that case we can go for a particular API and we can able to extract data in the structured format. But there are some websites that don't allow users to access large amounts of data in a structured form, or they are simply not that technologically advanced. So in that situations, it's best to use web scraping to scrap the websites for data. Okay, yes, as I said, some websites we don't that doesn't have any API. We can go for web scraping. So web scraping has two parts. One is crawler and the scrapper. So crawler is an AI algorithm that browses the web to search for the particular data required by the following link across the internet. And the scrapper is, on the other hand, is a specific tool created to extract data from the website. So the design of the scrapper can vary greatly according to the complexity and scope of the project, so that it can quickly and accurately extract the data. So now how this web scrapers work? So web scrapers can extract all the data on a particular site, or we can able to extract only a specific data that we want to use. So ideally it's best if you specify the data you want, so that the web scraper only extracts the data quickly. For example, you want to scrap an Amazon page for the type of juices available, but you might only want the data about the models of different juices and not the customer reviews. So whenever you want to scrap a particular site, first you want to identify what information you are going to extract. Accordingly, we are going to design our code. So whenever a scrapper needs to scrap a site, first the URL need to be provided. Then it loads all the HTML code for those sites, and a more advanced scraper might even extract all the CSS and JavaScript elements as well. Then the scraper obtains the required data from this HTML code and output this data in a format specified by the user. Mostly this format can be in an Excel or in our CSV, or even nowadays we have JSON and all. And then the types of web scrapers, as you could see, there are 5 different or 6 different types, like self-built, pre-built, browser extension web scrapers, software web scrapers, or cloud local web scrapers. So web scrapers can be divided on the basis of many different criteria, including self-built or pre-built web scrapers and all. So first we'll discuss about self-built web scrapers. So self-built web scrapers requires advanced knowledge of programming, and if you want more features in your web scraper, then you need even more knowledge. On the other hand, let's say we are going to use, for example, pre-built web scrapers or previously created scrapers. Already it's there. You just download and run it easily. These also have more advanced options that you can customize. The third comes the browser extension web scrapers. So you can, as the name implies, browser extension web scraper. So you can add these extensions to your browsers, and it is easy to run as they are integrated with your browser. But at the same time, they are also limited because of this. So any advanced features that are outside the scope of your browser are impossible to run on browser extension web scrapers. But software web scrapers don't have these limitations, as they can be downloaded and installed on your computer. These are more complex than browser web scrapers, but they also have advanced features that are not limited by the scope of your browser. Cloud web scrapers or local web scrapers, like these are some small web scrapers. So cloud web scrapers run on the cloud, which is an offsite server mostly provided by the company that you buy the scraper from. And these allow your computer to focus on other tasks, as the computer resources are not required to scrap data from websites. And the local web scrapers run on your computer using local resources. So if you require more CPU or RAM, then your computer will become, if your web scrapers are going to require more CPU or RAM, then your computer will become slow and not be able to perform other tasks. So how these web scrapers, how this web scraping can be done using Python. So we are having three different tools, three wonderful tools called as Scrappy, Beautiful Soup, and Selenium. So Python, like as you, it seems to be fashion in these days, and it is the most popular language for web scraping, as it can handle most of the processes easily. And it also has a variety of libraries that were created specifically for web scraping. So first one is, let's say discuss about Scrappy. Scrappy is a popular open source web crawling framework. It's a framework. It is written in Python. It's ideal for web scraping as well as extracting data using APIs. So as we discussed now in the third or second or third slide, there are some websites that uses web scraping and some website that uses API. So Scrappy, we can use it for both the cases. And then comes the Beautiful Soup. So Beautiful Soup is another Python library that is highly suitable for web scraping. It creates a parse tree, and using this parse tree, we can able to extract data from HTML on a website. So Beautiful Soup also has multiple features for navigation, searching, and modifying these features. And then is the Selenium. Selenium is also a set of like it is also used for web scraping. So it is a powerful and versatile tool for automating your web browsers. It's widely used for testing web applications, but it can also be used for like other tasks such as web scraping, data extraction, and browser automation. So the process of web scraping. So as you could see, there are 6 different steps. So we'll see one by one, and this is going to explain how the process occurs. So first you will be sending the requirements to the web scraping service, and like for example, you're going to specify the website you want to scrap, the type of data you need, and in which frequency you want the data. That you will be defining the first step. And the second step is nothing but we do analysis and generate a feasibility report. So the service, whatever you obtain in first step, will be given as a input to the second step. It is going to analyze your requirements and generates a feasibility report. So this report assesses the technical feasibility of the scrapping project and provides an estimate of the time and resources required. Then comes the so after getting the feasibility report, we can able to get provide feedback or any questions. Then once the approval or the initial setup is over, the service starts designing the web scraper or crawler, and this involves creating a program that can access the target website and extract the desired data. So within 3 to 5 business days, the service sets up the web scraper or crawler and configure the program to target the specific websites and extract the data efficiently. After the setup is complete, the service starts delivering the extracted data, like a kind of servicing. This is how, for example, if I'm running a company, so in that case, if I'm running a company where web scraping is done, this is how you, if you give the input what type of data you want, and this is the process that occurs. So then comes the last is nothing but the applications of web scraping. So like data collection analysis, web development, e-commerce, data science, job boards, marketing and sales, finance, data journalism, everywhere this web scrapers are used. Thank you.